3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Antymatters. Hello everyone. Today's episode is all introductions. 5 to be exact. I've been rather busy buying up the odd ant here and there over the past month. I may have got a little bit carried away. In order of my personal preference, here is the new girls. Although personal preference is a really rubbish way of ranking them because I do like them all, loads, and I tend to only buy ants that I really want and like. So I like them all loads. Anyway, in 5th place is a 2 queen, 5 worker Monomorium subopacum colony. Well, they were 2 queen and 5 workers. They're not looking so good now. To begin with though, they looked really good. Unfortunately, I didn't keep them hot enough though, and only 1 queen remains now. She is in a hot area now, and I kinda see what could be eggs. They're so tiny though. Fingers crossed she manages to pull it back from the edge. It would be nice if she can recover. So far though, it's all bad news with these girls. But that's the only negatives in this whole episode. The other queens are cooking up nicely. In 4th place is this beautifully hairy Pogonomyrmex rugosus queen. I've always wanted some pogos, and recently I've been listening to Professor Deborah Meaden's talks all about her studies on them. When they finally arrived on ANTS, I was straight on them. I'm glad I did. She seems really healthy and has an epic beard under her mandibles. You can just about make it out sometimes. She's a moderate sized queen as well. I'm super happy she's been laying. Hopefully she continues and a few workers turn up soon. There aren't many Pogonomyrmex colonies kicking around in the UK, which kind of makes me feel though that it's a little bit unlikely, but I'm going to give it my best shot. On to 3rd place. Basically, 1 to 3, they're all absolutely epic ants, so I had to be really fickle about what I put where. Because these girls look like mini honeypots, I think they're great, but they are mini. They're about 1mm odd in size, like absolutely tiny ants. And because of that, they get to be in 3rd place. I got them from the ant lady for a steal of a price that I couldn't resist. There's about 10 queens and 20 workers, and most of them are proper fat. Check out their stretched out gasters. To the naked eye, they look moderately fat, but with the macro you can properly see how enlarged they've become. They might even pop soon. Because they're so small, I'll have to go tubs and tubes, I think, with these, with a strong barrier or they'll disappear. And small ants can destroy pretty much all ants bigger than them. Keeping an eye on them though should be easy, as I just love micro species, and I will happily watch them stand still for ages. When they are standing still, the phone can focus on them so you can properly see them. It's time for number 2 though, which is Polyrhachis maesta, also from the ant lady. They started with 2 queens, 1 workers, and a tiny little larvae. I stuck them straight into a Saturn then, and left them alone with a few tubes. With the tubes, I mostly wanted to see which one they'd pick. They naturally live in rotten trees up high, so the option to be raised might be beneficial to them. Unsurprisingly, they picked the highest tube as well. As a Polyrhachis, they have beautiful spikes. Coupled with their jet black colour, they look properly formidable. In the few weeks that I've had them, the larvae became a pupae, and 2 more little larvae have also appeared in the tube. They seem to develop very fast, so I may have a medium-sized colony very soon, I hope. Anyway, it's time for the number 1 new ant. Based purely on looks, It's Pogonomyrmex barbatus. Like, look at her. How can, you say she's not the most beautiful queen ever? Her colours are marvellous and her head is just huge. Her little eyes contrast with her head so much as well and give her kind of a funny little face. So much character. Much like the rugosus, she's a hairy Sheila as well. Top to toe, covered in them. I guess it keeps the sand off. It would be simply epic to have a nice colony of these, and so far it's looking good. A massive batch of eggs has been laid. I'm not expecting every single one to grow up into a worker, but the first wave of workers could be very nice. At least 5. I've got loads of dandelion seeds waiting for them as well. And a Chinese nest on the way for them to hopefully move into. As normal, I'll update you all when something happens. In a couple of months, fingers crossed, we'll have some tiny Pogonomyrmex workers running around. I'm super excited to see how they turn out though, because I would just love a Pogonomyrmex colony. I hope you enjoyed seeing the new girls though. That's all for now. Until next time, have a fabulous week. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time, and bye!